Aloha! This is Pastor Tom Choi welcoming you to our Wednesday check-in for July 22nd, 2020. This Sunday, we will be celebrating the 50th anniversary of Tongan ministry in America, which began at First UMC, Honolulu. So for today's check-in, I thought I would focus on Pacific Islanders in film and television. Now, unfortunately, Pacific Islanders have not been represented very well in mainstream media in America. For me, the first time I can recall seeing a Pacific Islander on television would be on the original Hawaii Five-0 series, with the actor with the stage name Zulu, who was Hawaiian, playing Detective Kono Kalakaua. Then, as I became more of a movie buff, there were Pacific Islanders in films here and there, such as the 3 versions of the Mutiny on the Bounty, which were mostly set in Tahiti. There were some Pacific Islanders portrayed in the Elvis Presley film set in Hawaii, such as Blue Hawaii, but Pacific Islanders were never cast as lead actors, just supporting ones in the background. Caucasian actors wearing dark makeup portrayed Hawaiian characters. The first feature film I've discovered with Pacific Islanders playing themselves in lead roles is the New Zealand production, originally called Sione's Wedding, later marketed as Samoan Wedding for American audiences. It is a screwball comedy that follows 4 friends who are banned from their friend's wedding unless they fulfill certain requirements. For most people, the Disney animated film and later the stage musical Moana is what comes to mind when thinking of Pacific Islander-themed films and media. Now, although Moana is kind of a mishmash blending of the several distinct Pacific Islander cultures rolled into one generic culture, the movie version does feature Pacific Islanders as the voice actors, including Nicole Scherzinger, who is part Hawaiian, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who is part Samoan. I finally found a film featuring Tongans, which is the documentary In Football We Trust. If you have a subscription to Amazon Prime Video, it is available for no extra charge. It is kind of a Pacific Islander version of Hoop Dreams, with the filmmakers following 3 families for 4 years, all of whom are Tongan, all with athletes hoping for a shot at the NFL. Set in Utah, it describes the so-called Polynesian pipeline to the NFL, where a staggering statistic is shared. While there are only about 240,000 Pacific Islanders of Tongan and Samoan descent in the United States, they are 28 times more likely to play football in the NFL than any other ethnic group. Professional football in this film is depicted as a primary, perhaps the primary avenue to move out of poverty, to support the extended family, and achieve success. In Football We Trust is a no-punches-pulled look into these 3 families' lives, with poverty, gang activity, and arrests a part of it. But it is also a look into religiously committed families and sacrifice, such as one family agreeing to clean up all of the trash after football games just so the entire family can watch their relative play football. The film has very graphic and strong language and depictions, so it is not for children to watch. Sione's Wedding isn't for kids either. Better to watch Moana with the kids. Now, I found this film to be well done and it captured my full attention. But I was also saddened that if this was your only experience with Tongans, you might think that most Tongans were either in gangs, broke the law, or were violent. My experience has been that Tongans are deeply spiritual, family-oriented, and committed to the church. It has been a joy to be the senior pastor and to have had the blessing to be in partnership and ministry with the Tongan and English language ministries here at First United Methodist Church of Honolulu and beyond. One great story I want to share is of brothers Maake and Chris Kemoeatu, whose father, Manako, pastored the Kahuku UMC for many years. They are perhaps the most successful Tongan NFL players, having each won at least 1 Super Bowl and had great playing careers. Their playing days ended around the same time, but for different reasons. Chris suffered from serious kidney disease, which ended his career. And Maake's career ended when he chose to donate one of his kidneys to his brother so he could live. It is one of the most touching stories ever to come out of the NFL. I hope that there will be more well-rounded representations of Pacific Islanders in the media, especially of Tongans, as we move together as a rich mosaic of cultures in America. And I want to wish a very happy 50th anniversary of Tongan ministry in America. Amen. Our Zoom prayer group starts in a few moments. Join us this Sunday at 10 a.m. for online worship in English, where we will celebrate the 50th anniversary of Tongan ministry in America. Bishop Grant Hagia will bring greetings, and we will have a special panel to talk about Tongan ministry since 1970 at First Church. As usual, we will have live prayers and wonderful music. Please join us. Our Tongan worship is online at 11 with more 50th anniversary celebrations. Until then, may the God of the Pacific Islands and of all the world be with us and bless us now and forever. Amen.